Marriage Magic friends. I am away from my wife Christy at a retreat, but I wanted to bring you a very powerful message today. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button. If you don't know what Marriage Magic is all about, this channel is all about ideas that create magic in our marriage. Pretty clear in the name, Marriage Magic, but not just marriage in life, because almost always the ideas go together as one. We begin to change certain things in our life. We create a magic life and a magic marriage. They go together. So subscribe to the channel. We're on a journey. It's very powerful. It's about becoming that magic person with our spouse and in our life in the future. So what am I doing here by myself without my wife? It's a week-long fasting retreat. And so for the last 48 hours, almost 48 hours, all I have had, this is it, for 48 hours, is a cup and a half of green juice. It's spinach juice. It's made out of spinach, celery, cucumbers, and iceberg lettuce. Yeah, take a close look at that stuff. That's it, a cup and a half for almost 48 hours. So the question is, why? Why on earth would you do such a thing? Why would you give up pizza and ice cream and cake and soda pop and cookies and hamburgers and french fries and all that other stuff? Why? Why would you give up a Snickers bar for spinach juice? Actually, when you think about it, the answer is very obvious. When you think about it, it's a universal principle. We cannot, it's impossible, create a new, different future while being the same old self. Can't do it. Universal principle, in order to create a different future, we must what? Change. No, don't make me change. But we have to. There's no other way. If we want a better marriage, relationships in our life, we can't be the same person we used to be. I know we wish we could. We think, I wish I could I want a better marriage. I don't want to change. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. I'd like to be healthier, but I don't want to change. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. So my question to all of you today is, as you think about your future, what is it that you are willing to sacrifice? Because in order for something better to come into our lives, we have to let go of something that we thought was good. And maybe it was good, but it wasn't better. It wasn't magic, right? To make life magic, we have to be willing to let go of the average and mundane so that we can become beings that are creating magic in our relationships and our life. What are you willing to let go of? I'm letting go of all these foods. Why? Well, I had surgery recently. I had a laminectomy in my cervical spine. It was very intense. And the surgeon botched the surgery. That's just the truth. So now I'm suffering from neuropathy, which is weakness, swelling and weakness and numbness on the right side of my body, all the way from my shoulder down to my foot. And when I think about my future, I see a future. Here's where this marriage and relationship, health and relationship, marriage and health come together as one. I see a future always with my wife. And what do I want to experience? My friends, what do you want to experience in the future? Most people don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. We get up and we go into our lives with no thought of what we want tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, and 10 years from now. But doing that is like being in a sailboat on the ocean with the sails down and nobody's at the wheel. That's what that's like. What we want to do is get the sails up and get a hold of that wheel so that when the wind blows, we can go where we wish to. Because when we don't do that, we usually end up against the rocks. Oftentimes we wonder, what happened to my life? Why is so many things going wrong? Why am I up against the rocks? Why do I always feel like, well, we probably haven't put clear thought into our life and created changes that get us to the shores we wish to experience. You see what I'm saying? So what do you want to create? And what sacrifices do you need to make? See, when I think about the future with my wife, I think about hiking and walking. Right now, I can't walk for more than a few minutes without sitting down because my right foot starts to hurt so much from the neuropathy from the surgery, you see. So here I am making dramatic sacrifices and changes. Spinach juice. To assist, hopefully, my body in healing. Because I have swelling, and I think this will help get rid of the swelling and other things. So in order to create the future I wish, I need to sacrifice something. I want to be a different person in the future than I am right now. It may not be so dramatic as for you that I've experienced, which is surgery that went wrong, which injured my nerves. But whatever it is, let's not become that sailboat crashed against rocks wondering, why did this happen to me? Why does everything always happen to me? Why is my marriage not happy? Why is my job? No, it's because we haven't given it a clear thought and created in our lives a clear path to get where we want to go. We haven't been willing to sacrifice certain things to create a better life. But once you truly see it and understand it, it's not a sacrifice. That's the thing. It's not a sacrifice. It's actually a joyful shift so we can have the life we wish in our marriage and in all of our life. And so, my friends, please think on these things. And I'm going to go back to my retreat. There's lectures here to learn about all these sacrifices and changes in our lives. And I'm going to go back to that experience now. But for you, every day's that workshop, right? And I hope that you will subscribe to Marriage Magic, because there's always something to think about, always something to help us make that shift to create that better, more magical future. All right, I'll see you soon. And so, my friends, I just invite you to take a moment and close your eyes and imagine your future. Imagine your relationship, your marriage in the future, 6 months from now. How does it feel? Create that magic. What do you want to see? What do you want to experience? Because you have so much power to create that. What sacrifices do you need to make in order to create your better self, your better future, your better relationship? See it now. Feel it. Feel it. Make the changes necessary.